Today is July 20th, 2025, and this is our weekly update on the ongoing war between Israel and the Hamas terror organization in the Gaza Strip, as well as against other terror entities around the Middle East. Shalom, my friends. This is the Kiev Gersh with Israel in 5, where we give you everything Israel in 5 minutes. Please like and subscribe. If you have any questions, want to keep the conversation going, please do so below in the comments. The latest word from southern Syria, where tribal rebel forces have gone into a city called Sueda in the past week, attacking, injuring, killing, massacring Druze and Christian residents of the city and the area. The latest word is that these troops are starting to leave the area. That is according to the Syrian Interior Ministry. This is after about a week of Israeli military pressure as well as American political pressure to calm things down there, to stop the attacks on the Druze and Christian people there, and to bring calm, to restore calm to the area. Israel for sure has its eyes on the situation to see if this is really an end to the fighting there, and if these rebel jihadist troops, let's be honest, are really going to leave the area. To sum up and to remind us what happened last weekend, fighting broke out between Druze residents of the city and Bedouin citizens, residents of the city, who are loyal to the new Syrian government. This opened up the gates for other kind of forces and troops, individuals and fighters to come into the area and to carry out their jihadist plans against the Druze people living there, who are a minority in Syria, only about 3% of the entire country. Reports came out quickly of hundreds and hundreds of Druze being killed, attacked, injured, kidnapped, massacred, and Israel went in and used its military force to try to stop this massacre from unfolding by attacking different military assets, both of the Syrian government, including its defense ministry in the capital city of Damascus, as well as against the rebel jihadist forces. Again, our eyes are staying on the situation to see if the fighting really will stop, and Israel is always on alert in case it doesn't. What became clear is that Israel was the only country in the region to get involved militarily and to stand up for the basic human rights of the Jewish people living in this southern province of Syria, to make sure that a genocide wasn't carried out. Israel also is definitely keeping its eyes on the situation to make sure that no rebels or Syrians in general come close to the Israeli border or try to break through in order to infiltrate. So it's a high alert situation for the past week on the border between Israel and Syria, with troops moving further into Syria, even more than they were before. Remember, after the Syrian government fell and rebel forces took over, Israel moved deeper into Syria, extending the buffer zone to make sure that there was no threat to Israel. And that is still Israel's goal, along with protecting the Jewish citizens of the southern region of Syria. In other news and in other fronts, there was another missile from the Houthi terror organization from Yemen over Shabbat. Many Israelis had to go into their safe rooms during Shabbat. No injuries, no damage, as the Israel defense system took care of the missile easily. But still, it's a reminder that there still is an ongoing threat from the Houthis, which Israel is continuing to try to neutralize completely. In Iran news, many fronts in this war, still a threat that Iran will restart its nuclear program and its quest for nuclear capabilities. And Israel has vowed to attack Iran once again if it sees that it is indeed continuing that process and moving forward with the work that they were doing before the Israel attack and the joint Israel and American attack. Again, another front to this war, of course, the source of this war, as Iran has funded all of these different terrorist organizations and proxies around the Middle East. And Israel, for sure, is keeping its eyes on the situation there. The fighting continues in the Gaza Strip, and and there is word, very recent word from President Trump that 10 hostages will be released. No timeline, no date was given, but that was the latest raw kind of update from President Trump, is that 10 hostages will be released soon. We hope that's true. We'll see how that unfolds, and of course keep you updated about that situation as well. Israelis continue to go into reserve duty into Gaza Strip to continue the fighting in the north and the south, all throughout the Gaza Strip, to make sure that Hamas does not rise again, and to take out the last remaining pockets of terrorist activities in the Gaza Strip. And we are praying for the safety of our soldiers there, hoping that they do the work that they need to do there successfully and come home safely. And I know all of you join me in those prayers. We always appreciate your thoughts, prayers, and support of Israel during this very, very challenging time. That's the update for this week. Wishing everyone a beautiful week. All the best, my friends, and be well.